So guys, this is kind of breaking. Ark Invest just released their price target for Tesla in 2025. The previous estimate was pretty ambitious. The new estimate's even crazier. Getting right into it, not wasting any of your time, guys. You can see here their last estimate was $7,000 per share. Adjusted for the split, it's $1,400 per share, but now their new updated research says that it could approach $3,000 per share in 2025. And this is on an adjusted basis. So if you multiply this by 5, that's 15,000. That's the equivalent to what Tesla's price would have been if it didn't stock split. So they go through here and they pretty much talk about how they came up with this model, how they've really came up with the scenario that this is the bull case that they're going to go with now. And they also give us a nice chart here outlining this. They say they look at 32 different inputs, high and low forecast incorporating 40,000 possible simulations. So they've done their due diligence here. And if anyone knows Tesla, it's Ark Invest. So this table is really where all the goodies lie. They give us pretty much a bull case, bear case, and kind of a neutral expected value, right? So you would think, okay, bear case, $1,500, it's still pretty good. Still almost a triple up from where we're at today. So that's a nice appreciation in share price in just a few years. Bull case, this is like if everything goes really well, they're looking at $4,000 per share. Now expected value is interesting because it doesn't really fall right in between. It's falling actually a little closer to their bull case. And this is where their more, reasonable conservative estimate is for Tesla in just a few years, guys. Now, before we get back to that article, look at more of the details that they just released, I just want to quickly look at Tesla's chart today because I want to show you guys how crazy of an estimate this really is. So right now we're sitting at $650 per share. They predict this can go to $3,000 per share, which is somewhere around here or so. So within a few years, we're looking at the 2024, 2025. So this kind of cut off on the screen, but right here is 2025. Ark pretty much predicts we're gonna see something like this, and $3,000 at 2025, something like that. This is pretty much the projection that they see Tesla going. Now, of course, it's not going to be an exact up and down like I have outlined here. We could dip more, go higher, move sideways longer. All of that's up in the air. But they essentially think that if you buy Tesla today around these prices, in just about 5 years, you're going to see Tesla closer to this price. And that is absolutely astronomical. I gotta zoom in back in here to Tesla like it's this today. This is my cost basis actually on the stock, so it's done quite well for me. And I think what Tesla is doing right now is it's kind of consolidating after this big run. You can see we did this before here. Moved up, we consolidated a bit, we moved up, consolidated a bit, we moved up, consolidating now a bit. And I think this could probably continue on maybe to the next earnings report. Things are starting to look like they're getting ready for a reversal, but it's really up in the air right now. The broader market can easily pull Tesla down another, 100, 200 points, and that would be an even better buying opportunity. Anyways, enough of the charts. Let's jump back here to Ark, see what else they have to say. So I'm not going to go through each and every bit of detail here because I think that it can get a little bit redundant if you're just trying to get like the high level, what Ark really thinks. However, I would advise you, if you are a Tesla investor, to just spend a little bit of time looking at this report because it gives you some insight of where Ark really sees things going, right? So certain things you can see is bear case, they believe in 2025 they'll sell about 5 million cars, bull case 10 million cars. Average selling prices, they believe, prices are going to come down significantly from where they're at today, and that's going to result in, of course, more people affording it and more people buying it as a result. They believe that the autonomous ride-hailing network is going to be fully functional by then and bring in tons of money for the company. They also believe that their gross margins are going to pretty much explode, more than double up from where it is today. And even in the bear case, they still see that this is going to pretty much double up in the next few years. And this is all going to lead to things like $760 billion market cap today, 1.5 trillion in a few years, bear case, 4 trillion in a few years, bull case. And this, of course, equates to the share price of $1,500 bear case or $4,000 bull case. And I think this is a really great way for Ark to break things down because it gives us perspective on, how are they calculating all of this? How are they just throwing this number out there? Doesn't look like it. It looks like they actually have some research and some analysis and some data really backing this bold claim of $3,000. And you know what? Looking through this, I would say that it's very possible to happen. Like Tesla's insurance revenue, this is something that they're building. Then of course, electric vehicle revenue, this could be much more than 367 million. You know, with Cybertruck launching, semi-trucks, all that stuff, it could be much more than this. There's a lot of room to really massage and come up with different values, but this is how Ark pretty much sees everything breaking down and playing out over the next few years. They also make some key assumptions here that they outline. You know, they assume that the maximum annual production increase will be 90% in the bull case, 65% in the bear case. They also outline the capital efficiency. They outline, you know, a few different things here that give us an idea of, again, how they're calculating all of this. And they show us what they really updated in their model. So they've pushed their forecast, of course, 1 year forward to 2025. They refined their estimates of Tesla's capital efficiency. They've added Tesla insurance business to their model. So this is something that Tesla announced recently. They're working on, you know, releasing this countrywide across the US. They have a version right now in California, but they believe their new version is going to be much better, much more successful. So they should be launching that probably sometime this year. And of course, they added the probability of Tesla achieving full autonomous driving within 5 years, which I think is pretty possible because they're going to be releasing the new FSD beta soon across the US, possibly other countries. And that's just going to bring us one step closer to full autonomy. Now guys, again, like I said, I don't want to bore you with all the details, but if you are into Tesla, you believe that Ark actually has good basis with their theories, and they're actually right on Tesla here long term, you definitely want to spend some time looking at this. They break down their look on the EV part of the business, the insurance part, human-driven ride-hailing, fully autonomous ride-hailing, which is like the robo-taxis. They break all of this down, and they really show us here in a visual how this should play out over time. I know the market was definitely looking forward here to Ark's outlook on Tesla. This has kind of been in the works for a little while. Everyone's been waiting for this, and now we have it, guys. Ark is still ultra bullish on Tesla stock. And just kind of going through a few more things here, they kind of give us a scenario mix within price target ranges. So this is a bit more technical. If you want to look at this, again, it's on the website. I will link it in the description down below, by the way. Down here, we have a visual for what the revenue breakdown is going to be like for the company according to their estimates. We have revenue breakdown on the left-hand side, EBITDA in the middle, and then market cap on the right-hand side. They expect robotaxi to be extremely profitable. So this is a big part of their estimate in terms of making up Tesla's market cap in the future. So we'll really have to keep an eye to see if this actually plays out the way they expect, because while revenue is probably going to be the biggest coming from the EV part of the business, it doesn't make up even half of what Tesla assumes their market cap of 3 trillion will be in a few years. So very curious to see how this plays out. You guys know that I'm invested in Uber. That's definitely going to be competing here with Tesla. So I have my money on both stocks. I think both companies will actually be successful in robo-taxis. And hey, I really do hope that this scenario plays out for Tesla, because I would love to see $3,000 per share in a few years. Anyways, guys, it's past midnight here. So I wanted to just quickly release this video as soon as I saw this come out. This is from Tasha, one of the more reputable analysts at Ark. She's pretty famous for getting out there and just speaking on Tesla, whether good times, bad times. She speaks her mind, and she is really knowledgeable when it comes to this business. So I think they've done a good job here outlining their case. I will probably create another video at some point outlining my bull case with everything new that's come out with Tesla in the last few months. It changes that quickly in this company. But either way, guys, I hope this video was valuable to you. Let me know in the comments if you think that, you know, Ark's price ranges here of $1,500 in the bear case, $4,000 in the bull case, and $3,000 as a neutral expected value is something you can see happen by the year 2025. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.